Indeed.
Hi! You guys sound like you're having a great time. I'm here all laughing from back here. I can already tell what you're thinking. Is she old enough to be here? Look at her just round, baby-facing, gargantuan, 5'1¼ stature. I am freshly 19, and this is my third time in a bar. I do not drink, but I will come and tell you my most personal, embarrassing stories for validation. I think like looking young, I do kind of miss being a kid though. Does anyone miss being a kid? Not like 10, but 4. Yes. Old enough that no one has any expectations for you, but you can wipe your own ass. Right? So, the thing is, when I was little, I was public enemy number 1. I would have run the Chicago crime syndicate. I was racked the fuck out. One time, I was at my babysitter's because I was 4, and I wanted to play in the sandbox, but she didn't want me to play in the sandbox. But there were other kids in the sandbox, and I really wanted to play in the sandbox. So I was going to get my fucking way, and I was going to get into the fucking sandbox. And she just, I go to ask her, and she's like, Jess, sweetie, the sandbox today. The fuck did you just say? Pony, come over here. This is the bullshit that this bitch is doing. Sandbox. Jess, sweetie, it's gonna be snack time. Don't you wanna just come and have some celery with peanut butter and raisins on it that ants on the log shit that we give to kids? Fuck you! Boom! I broke her toe. If I had a cane, I would have broke her fucking kneecaps. I don't know what came over me that I put my whole 45-pound body into that song, but I did it. And at the time, I have no regrets. Now, I feel a little bad. You know, whatever. The thing, though, is that when I was 4, I didn't sound like this. Believe it or not, I did not sound like this when I was 4. I actually sounded like this, because I had a lisp. That whole story does not have the same gravitas when instead of sounding like this, fuck you! It was her going, Jess, no sandbox today. The fuck did you just say to me, bitch? Get over here and listen to this bullshit that she is spewing as we play in the fucking sandbox. So I got a speech therapist. As you can tell, because I don't have the list anymore. I did not want a speech therapist when I was little. Because I had a feeling it was not going to go well. I was like, Mom, I need a real therapist, not a speech therapist. And I was right. And I was fucking right. Y'all are ahead of me. Okay. So the speech therapist comes, and when my mom leaves the room, the speech therapist knew that I didn't want her here. So she leans in and goes, if you don't get this fixed, no one is ever going to love you. I was 8. And I was ugly. There is one person here tonight that knew me when I was 8 years old. You can't say shit, okay? I was a double homicide on my self-esteem, okay? I had a lisp and I was ugly? Hey, pick a struggle. Insane behavior. So I got a real therapist, much later in life, and I told her some of my, issues, because that's what you do, and it was just a plain old session. And at one point, she just goes, this was during COVID, over the phone, she just goes, Jess, I don't know what you want me to say to you. Denise, it's your job! I don't know what to say. Okay? I didn't even drop some crazy shit on her. I was just like, I have separation anxiety. anxiety. Sometimes I throw up. Can you help me, please? And she was like, and then at the end of the call, she goes, Jess, I would recommend you seek help elsewhere because I don't think there's anything else I can do for you. My therapist fired me. You can help people who are just telling you crazy shit, but you can't help me when all I'm doing is throwing up? Like, that's insane. So... Anyway, when you grow up, you get to do things that you as a kid would have loved to have done. And for me, that was getting my motorcycle license at 17. Woo! Yeah, who let that happen, right? So, I got my motorcycle license. I have a cute little red Vespa Piccolino. Viva Vespa. Does anyone here ride a bike? Yeah, no one. That makes sense. You're here. Hey, you're here. But, because the Vespa is technically a moped and not a motorcycle. Okay. Shut the fuck up. So I rode my Vespa around a lot during the summer, around the Georgian Bay. I don't know if anyone knows where that is. It's like this coast line, lots of turns, very squiggly. And I would ride it to go to the arcade to play Pac-Man, because I am correct at Pac-Man. Correct at Pac-Man. So I would ride around up near like this coastline. I'd be like, ooh, Inky, Blinky, and Pinky, they're gonna get us today. Ooh, I'm really close. Ooh. What about Clyde though? Why didn't he get the memo? Why didn't he get the memo about the names? That orange one? That dumb son of a bitch? He doesn't even have a pattern. Why did he not get the memo? The names. Inky, Blinky, Pinky. Clyde? What are you doing? Get out of here. So I was riding my motorcycle and I'm thinking about the ghosts and I'm thinking about Pac-Man because I got the high score on 3 out of 4 machines. You got there eventually. And I get to this right turn and I make a right turn and I get out of the right turn and my Vespa starts wobbling. I'm like, this is fine. I get to about here. I'm like, this is fine. And I get to about and I'm like, something seems a little screwy. And then I hit the ground hard. I kissed that pavement, caressed it with my whole body. And my whole left side was like I was bleeding. And I just heard an ew. I also dislocated my left shoulder for the second out of 3 times. When I started writing this joke, it was the second out of 2 times. In between then and now, this bitch dislocated again. We don't even have time for that story. That's how much I hate this shit. It's failing me every day. And I also sprained my right ankle. I fell on my left side. You know, God always finds a way. So I'm laying there on the floor, looking up at the sky, and I'm thinking 3 things to myself. 1, my dad is gonna kill me. Keep this in mind, this is foreshadowing. 2, my lovely boyfriend is never gonna want to come on a romantic motorcycle ride with me. And 3, if someone fucking beats my high score on the one there will be hell to pay. Luckily, there was some nice people around to help me, and they came over to help me, and I was like, pick up my bike, please pick up my bike. So they pick up my bike and move it to the side, and then they take me out of the middle of the road, which was very nice of them. And then some guy was like, hey, do you want to come sit in my white van? I have air conditioning. And it was a very nice, offer. And I was in a silly, goofy mood after cracking my head open. So I said, don't you think that air conditioning is a step down from candy, sir? A few of you laughed. They definitely didn't. And hey, that hurt more than hitting the floor. I would rather hit the floor again than than have 4 grown men not laugh at my one joke. Thank you for invalidating my whole career path. Thank you. So they leave, and I call my mom because I need some help. And I counsel her through it. You know, I counsel her through as though she was the one that fell. Hey, take a deep breath. I have something to tell you. Okay, it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. But I fell off the Vespa. What? She didn't take it well. I was like, it's okay, I'm fine. And my dad went, if you're fine, why don't you drive it back? I meant I'm fine as though I'm not, like, mortally injured. I can't drive that bitch back. So then they hang up and they're gonna come get me. And then, as they're gone, I decide to call my lovely boyfriend Alan. And I call him and I do the same spiel. Deep breaths, everything's fine, blah, 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 blah. I'm fine. And he was very concerned, and he was very worried about me, and he was very sweet. And then in the last few moments of the call, he goes, Jess, I told you so, and hung up. That was the biggest his balls have ever been. I love him so much. And he's a simp, okay? I don't know where this came from, but good for him. Good for him. You know what? You were right. So my parents get there, and I'm still, on the floor. And my dad doesn't even give me a passing glance. He goes, you lived. Oh, what you did! Look what you did, boy! It's like, I know. And then he asks me, what happened? And we've already established none of you ride a bike. So sand is very bad for bikes. This was a coast. Close read this shit. I did some sand. Sand is bad for a bike. My bike went, you're fired. And I told him that, and he went out into the middle of the road and went, there's no sand here. There's no sand here. There's no sand here. As you could hear the of sand under his Crocs. Okay? So we go home, and the adrenaline, hey, crazy drug. We've established I don't even drink, but adrenaline, whoo, strong stuff. So I get home, and the adrenaline starts wearing off, and it sounds like I am in labor, crowning the screams I'm going. And in that moment, my lovely boyfriend Alan calls me back. Oh God. Hi, Jess. Hi! Oh! Can I talk to your mom? Sure! Hi, Alan. How are you? I'm good. I just called to say I think you should take Jess to the hospital. I think you're right. I think we will. I think we will. Okay, good, because, she fell off the Vespa. I think you should take her to the hospital. She's a tough cookie, that one. She's a tough cookie. She can make it through anything. Oh, my God! Their conversation went on for just so long that it felt like they were just going, yeah, well, I feel bad hanging up first. You can hang up first. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. Oh, please just hang up! This is my therapy for the week. Thank you. I didn't keep going.
Keep it going. Keep it going.